This is. I thought this would be the matchup that you would want. Nature's Claim. Of all the others. They're shuffling up, getting ready for game number 3. Josh will be on the play. And draw their 7s. See how this goes. Looks like Josh has some lands in his Serum Vision. And Spellskite. Spellskite's pretty good against Nature's Claim too. And Josh is fetching, getting the basic island. Wants to make sure to be able to cast his spells under Blood Moon. Scry some cards. He is going to split the difference. And he'll drew Emrakul for turn. It's a big guy. So there's the Grove of the Burn Willows, and you can play a star or a map. I'm gonna play a star. You can tap it for colorless. Yeah. Got that figured out. See what he kept on top? He kept a land on top, it looks like. And then there's Serum Visions. This could get awkward with his fetch. Look, there's a Remand and a Splinter Twin. The thing about this guy is that he is also able to fetch if he doesn't want any of those cards. I believe he wants to Remand though. No, he's shoving both. I think he's actually just digging for a hate card like Blood Moon right now. Looks like Neil's going to play tower, crack it, and crack the star. Right, there's a Sylvan scrying. See what piece of the Urzatron he wants to get. He won't get any. We'll just get a basic forest, play around Blood Moon. Josh is not going to fetch. He wants to keep those cards on the bottom so he doesn't draw them ever again. Not ever again. Once he fetches, they'll be shuffled back in. It looks like Josh does have a Deceiver Exarch in hand, so I'm very surprised that he shoved the Splinter Twin. Unless he has another one in his hand, which would be pretty good here. Alright, there's a map. Josh is gonna go down to 16 probably. Probably gonna get Blood Crypt. If he still needs black mana, yeah. Get that Blood Crypt. I believe he has another fetch in hand, so he'll be able to get the second red. He tapped the Grove of the Burn Willows. So I've Josh is Splinter Twin this turn. Or you can draw it off at the top, that works too. You're gonna fetch down to 13. Probably getting a Steam Vents, and I believe this is a Splinter Twin. Yep, there's a twin. Oh, looks like there is a Nature's Claim. I can go up to 17. That was a little sloppy on their part, because Neil does not have priority at that point. So Josh would be able to get in an activation of the Splinter Twin if he wanted to attack with some X-Arcs or untap one of his lands. Like, Neil's gonna play Relic and pop it. Yep, he's popping it. Everything's exiled. He's gonna get a draw card. Josh has another Splinter Twin in his hand. That's why he shoved the first one. That makes sense. I'm not sure if he'll jam this one into a Rending Volley. I assume he will. I mean, you're not doing any good just sitting around doing nothing. Yep, there's another Splinter Twin. And there's the scoop. Josh gets the game 2-1. Let's see if we'll be able to get another match under the camera for you guys. I'm not sure how much time is left in the round. Probably about 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes. I don't think we'll be able to get in our match. I mean, there's 16 minutes left. It's unlikely. We'll see what we can do. So that'll put Josh at 3-1, I believe. I'm assuming these guys were 2-1. Either way, being 3-1 puts you in a very good position to top 8 one of these events. I mean, there's 6 rounds, so a record like X1-1 is pretty much guaranteed to put you in the top. So the types of records that will get in, I believe a few X2s will get in since it's kind of the midway point of being 6 rounds. I know X1 and 1 will get in. X1 and 1 and anything better than that will definitely get into the top. Yeah, so I don't think we're gonna get another match, so you guys are gonna be stuck looking at me. Alright, so that's a pretty good time if you guys have any questions or anything. You can pick my brain, try and figure out what I'm thinking about the modern format, things like that. Or just anything Magic related in general. Play pretty much every format, besides Limited and Vintage. Vintage is way too expensive and not a super competitive format, except for on Magic Online. I just don't have a handle on Limited yet. Still trying to learn how to draft. I want to thank you guys for coming out watching the stream. Want some sweet modern action. Modern is sweet. Pick the best cards then win. It's a little more complicated than that. Just a little bit. There's a lot of like little things in draft. Granted, if you're playing like the Fate or like Khans of Tarkir block draft, then it's just hope you have better rares than your opponent and see what happens. You know? We won't get you super far in Magic Origins. There's a lot of synergy going on. Just from what I've noticed, just playing the pre-releases. There's just like a lot of there's the renowned decks, and then I'm sure there's like a red-blue Thopter deck archetype somewhere in there. I'm sure there's like a mono-red deck, or like a red-white aggressive deck. Probably including the renowned guys. It's weird how the set's really unique in that most sets have the green color. The green color has mana fixing, so you're able to splash multiple colors. But this is one of the sets that they decided not to do that. They also didn't print a 1-mana elf. All they have is the black elf that makes green mana for only elf spells. That's about it, though. They have Leaf Gilder, but it only produces green mana. There's the Cultivate, only forest. It's very interesting that they didn't make it so you could splash colors. Yeah, but only for elf spells. I mean, if you're building the elf deck, which I'm sure is a viable archetype in draft. Meteorite? I wouldn't call that fixing, considering it costs 5 mana. Five mana is a lot, especially in this